Hey, male friends, I'm Cherry. Today we're going to talk about an embarrassing thing that many people may have encountered but are too embarrassed to talk about. In the intimate moment, the little brother suddenly fails and becomes soft in the middle. If this happens once or twice, you may be able to comfort yourself and think that you are too tired or in poor condition. But if it happens more times, many people will panic, check the internet, and click in their hearts. Is it that they are impotent? This idea is really scary. However, modern research shows that you should not scare yourself first. There is a basis for judging whether it is true impotence, and it is not a conclusion based on occasional softness in the middle. Only when the proportion of penis softening halfway through sexual intercourse is almost the same every time, there may be a real problem. Next, let's talk about why the situation of softness in the middle occurs. First of all, lack of stimulation is the key factor. Imagine that your partner has no reaction during intimacy, no sound, no expression, as if it is a routine. In this case, boys are likely to lose interest, and their penis will also go on strike and soften. After all, in intimate interactions, the response of both parties is crucial. Let's talk about the condition of the female vagina. If it is too moist, the penis will feel hollow, just like a fist hitting cotton, with no force to use, which can easily lead to. On the contrary, if the vagina is too dry, the friction pain caused by piston movement is like a car engine running dry without lubricating oil. Boys will naturally be affected and their penis will be difficult to stay strong. The impact of drugs should not be ignored. Don't underestimate the cold medicines and painkillers you take daily. After these drugs enter the body, they may affect body functions, including men's performance in intimate moments, causing the penis to soften in the middle. Therefore, be sure to read the instructions before taking the medicine to understand the potential side effects. A large amount of alcohol can also be bad. Drinking in moderation may create a romantic atmosphere, but excessive intake will interfere with the nervous system and blood circulation system. During the process of sex, it will lead to abnormal performance and it will be difficult for the penis to maintain its state. Emotional anxiety is also a major culprit. Some friends always want to perform well when they are intimate, but the more they think about it, the more anxious they become, which is counterproductive. For example, while doing it, they worry, is it hard enough now? Does the other party feel it? Will I not be able to satisfy the other party and cause a breakup? Such thoughts will only increase anxiety, and the more anxious you are, the more likely you are to become weak in the middle. In addition, a bad state can also cause problems. Work is not going well. There are many troubles at home, and you want to divert your attention by having sex, but you can do it reluctantly. If your body does not cooperate, your little brother will easily become weak. What should I do if I suddenly become weak in the middle? Don't worry, follow these steps. The first step is very critical. You must relax your mood and body. Tell yourself silently in your heart, I will be as hard as an iron stichium later, and give yourself a positive psychological hint. The second step is to stimulate with your hands after pulling out the penis and taking off the condom. The force can be slightly greater, the movement can be faster, and wait for the hardness to recover. The third step is to try to choose ultra-thin condoms when you do it again to reduce the foreign body sensation. Here are some small suggestions. First, you can go to the urology department to check your testosterone level. If it is abnormal, it means that there is a problem with your body and you should treat it as soon as possible. If a testosterone level is normal, but it is still weak in the middle, there may be psychological erectile dysfunction. Next, pay attention to the state of the penis when you stimulate it with your hands to see if it is also soft and hard. If it is normal when you use your hands, you have to analyze the specific situation during sex. In addition, you need to figure out how often the penis is soft and hard during sex, and think about whether your head is distracted and unable to concentrate in the middle. Many people tend to have wild thoughts during sex, pay too much attention to the hardness of the penis, and cause anxiety. The more anxious they are, the more likely they are to have problems. So you should train yourself not to be anxious and not focus all your attention on hardness. Finally, you should focus on feeling the comfort and pleasure during sex, and don't be uneasy about the hardness problem and avoid being affected by it. If you try these steps and still have no improvement, it means that the situation is more complicated. It is recommended to seek professional one-on-one companionship and guidance. Dear male friends, don't worry alone when you encounter problems. face them correctly, and solve them actively. I hope everyone can have a harmonious and beautiful intimate life.